South, judiciary staff, all protocol observed. Good morning. Allow me, Madam CJ, to welcome my chair, because if I don't give him a minute to talk, I'll go and get my sacking letter. Please, Chair.
The Chief Justice, Madam Martha Koome, His Excellency the Governor of Kisumu, Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, His able deputy, Matthew Willie. I saw Justice Ouko also here, the judicial staff all here, including my own daughter, Clarence Otieno Owidi, the MP for the area. Hamjamboni. Wale wote wengine pokeeni heshima zangu kulingana na mamlaka, madaraka na uwezo wenu. Ile list ilikuwa refu sana singesoma. My name is Odoyo Widi. I am the chairman of Lake South Waterworks, the host of this very beautiful environment that we are going to work here going forward. Madam Koome, I'm very happy that I can see the judicial services are being modernized and expanded. And that means the dispensation of justice will be now faster. And I have to thank you for that and commend you for that job. In fact, I've been following you up and noticing that you, every other day, you are launching something that is going to improve the justice system in the country. Karibu. Hapa kwetu pia, tuko na polisi ya maji. We also host them. So now we are complete. They will arrest you and we can always do something. But I have to put something before you, Governor Nyong'o. You notice this fence. There's a road that is supposed to go down there. And on that road, we are supposed to have a gate that would ordinarily serve this place without interference with the other side. And also ease movement, security, and traffic around here. Kindly, Governor, the same speed with which we pulled down buildings around the port area, kindly ensure that that road is accessible, because I know you can do it. You are the Peter Anyang' Nyong'o I have known, the prof himself. So, my CEO, you can proceed from there, because me, I can only talk things political. I can't waste this opportunity that you want to talk things that are more sensible and related to justice. Karibu.
Thank you, Chairman. Chief Guest, allow me acknowledge the presence of my top management. Mr. Wino, you acknowledged before. Madam said I take 2 minutes. I think Chairman has already eaten to one of my minutes. I want to give a brief history of this office. It was initially constructed as a water appeals board under the Water Act 2002. Within the transition of the Water Appeals Board to Water Appeals Tribunal and the new Water Act 2016, the same was placed under judiciary in line with the Water Act 2016. The office had not been occupied since it was constructed, and just when we were preparing to move in, we received a letter from our PS, which was done from judiciary, asking us to hand over the office to judiciary. And because we were given those instructions, we could not refuse, as much as our office space is constrained, so we had to allow our neighbors to come and be with us. So, Chief Justice, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to this compound of La Victors, and also look forward to harmonious working relationship with the Tribunals board, and also look forward to having a good coexistence. Thank you so much, and karibuni sana.
Thank you very much, Madam Kenminto and the chairperson, and we are grateful for your support. In terms of protocol, the regional county commissioner, I'm informed, is represented by the county commissioner, whose name I might corrupt because where I come from, R and L look the same, Loro Morijo. So I'm sorry if that is, I'll just call you the CC. And our Deputy Speaker, representing the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kisumu, Honorable Nerea Okombo, is also around. We now have our users to say a few words about these services. May I invite Mr. Ngere to come and say a few words, 1.5 minutes because of time. Karibu sana.
Honorable Chief Justice, the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Governor, Professor Peter Nyang'-Nyong'o, all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is great pride and deep gratitude that I speak to you today on behalf of tribunal users. This moment marks a monumental step in transforming how justice is delivered at the grassroots level. The opening of a tribunal shared service office in Kisumu signals judiciary renewed commitment to fairness, digitization, and inclusivity. As users of this vital system, we have much to celebrate, but also several realities to confront. Honorable Chief Justice, allow me to say a few challenges we are facing as the tribunal users in Kisumu. One, lack of awareness. Many tenants and landlords remain unaware of the role, purpose, and the procedures of the tribunal. I'm sorry, even some of the enforcement officers, they are clueless about how the tribunal works. Public legal education and civil awareness campaigns are urgently needed to bridge this gap. Two, there is this issue of security deposits. A frequent concern is raised is the non-refund of security deposits by the landlords. This is even after the tenants fulfill all their obligations. The tribunal must prioritize these cases and ensure timely redress. Number three is the sitting frequency. At present, we experience a tribunal sitting for only 3 days after 3 months. This delays hampers justice. All cases are not being solved. We humbly request that the hearing be scheduled monthly, even as we explore digital hearing to reduce the backlog. Number four is the enforcement of tribunal orders. There is a widening gap between the issuance of tribunal ruling and their enforcement. Without collaboration from the enforcement agencies and structured follow-up, justice remains paper-bound and powerless. Honorable CJ, sometimes we have this problem. They are taking long even to act. You go to the station, there are issues of fuel, those things are there. So that is why we want a proper channel of how this thing can be done. Last but not least is jurisdiction on standard rent. Question around the jurisdiction and scope of tribunal, especially on matters of standard rent, continues to arise. Clear guidelines and harmonization with county house policies would help standardize ruling. In conclusion, I thank Honorable Chief Justice, Your Excellency the Governor, the Chief Registrar, and Judiciary for listening and acting. Your presence here reflects judiciary of the people and for the people. Let us now move together, not just toward modern infrastructure, but toward responsive justice. Thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Caleb, for that. And that is the situation on the ground, and there are issues that we do need to look into. Honorable CJ, allow me to invite a representative of the chairpersons to come and make their remarks. Honorable Cyprian Mugambi, Chairperson BPRT.
The Honorable the Chief Justice, His Excellency the Governor of Kisumu, allow me, my lady, to adopt the protocols already set out by the registrar. I'll be brief. We've been informed to be brief here. I think on our part, as the chairpersons of tribunals, we have already been introduced, but you can still wave once more, wherever you are seated, the CJ and our guests. Today we are the hosts of this function, Madam CJ, so we'll not be saying much. I'm sure most of the things which will be said about us and against us, so we'll just sit and listen so that we can improve where we can. But also we want to continue to thank the Office of the Chief Justice, the CRJ's office, the Office of the Registrar, for the continued facilitation of tribunals. Madam CJ, you know where we're coming from as tribunals. I do not think this kind of a function has been held elsewhere. And even the adoption of this model of shared services, where we have a one-stop shop for the public, where they can do all their tribunal work, where they can be assisted. I think we're moving in the right direction. And Madam Chief Justice, you'll have seen this from the performance across the years has been improving. Since we removed this office of tribunals from the office of the DC, the PCs, the chief, there's a lot of change and people are really appreciating. So we'll continue working with the people. We'll continue doing well. Chairpersons are doing well. Members of tribunals are doing well. I was warned by Mr. Orina not to say anything else today because it's not a day for complaints, so I'll not say anything much. We'll have occasion to meet the Chief Justice, I'm sure, in other functions and other people. Today we are visitors, so not say much. Karibuni sana Kisumu, kwa niaba ya tribunals. We are the host and we welcome you to Kisumu. Karibuni sana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mugambi, for those remarks. Honorable CJ, allow me to welcome the chairperson of the LSK, West Kenya chapter, Madam Grace Otieno, representing the president of the LSK, for her to introduce the bar and make her remarks. Madam Otieno.
Allow me to adopt the protocols already set. Good morning, everyone. To our chief guest, Honorable Lady Justice Martha Koome, Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court. Before I proceed, my lady, receive greetings and apologies from our President, Ms. Faith Odhiambo, who was to be here with us, but due to some engagements, she's not been able to join us. Allow me also to acknowledge and present to you the members of the Law Society of Kenya who are present with us. Kindly just stand up for recognition. Even the chairman and the commissioners, you're members of the Law Society. Thank you so much. My lady, I stand here as the chairperson of the Law Society of Kenya, West Kenya branch. And the branch is made up of advocates from Kisumu, Kakamega, Bungoma, and Busia. We are privileged to host you today and we say karibu sana in Kisumu. As the chairperson and the representatives of the advocates within West Kenya region, it is an honor that we stand here to witness the launching of the tribunal shared services in Kisumu. My lady, we all know that tribunals play an important role in our justice system because they make decisions that promote access to justice and the rule of law. Today's event is very important because it aligns with the judiciary's vision on social transformation through access to justice. My lady, even though as we celebrate this launch, it is still very sad to note that most tribunals are operating only in Nairobi. We want to pledge with you and we want to request that we have tribunals decentralized, and this is and when this is done, we will not only be able to enhance service delivery, but also foster equitable and inclusive development in the justice system. There's a serious need for members of the public to be sensitized so that they are able to understand the existence of these tribunals, the operations, and their jurisdictions. My lady, within our communities, we still have people who believe that all their matters must just end up in court. When we do the sensitization, we will be able to empower our members with the information, and they will be able to access the services from the tribunals. My lady, we're also advocating for better infrastructure, financial and human resource in these tribunals. There's need for courtrooms. Again, today when we were going through the registry, we have noted that there's only one courtroom, and I was asking the Honorable Magistrate that if we are faced with a scenario where there are two tribunals holding court sessions at the same time, how are they going to operate? So my lady, even as we do the launch, I think this is just the beginning of the step, but we need to work towards getting more courtrooms, getting well-qualified human resource personnel that will help us operate the registry and the tribunals efficiently. And for ease of ensuring consistency in the legal principles, my lady, and in promoting justice within our society, we ask that the tribunals need to have a framework for reporting and publishing their decisions so that we are able then to develop jurisprudence. For the members of the tribunals, we continue asking you we expect you to deliver services without undermining your independence and impartiality. We also urge you to work efficiently so that you avoid backlog and potential delays. We know that it is your role to ensure that access to justice is done easily and speedily. To the chairman of the tribunals, we look forward to a further collaboration forums between you and the law society so that we can discuss issues affecting the various tribunal performances as well as practice issues. Otherwise, I commend the judiciary and all those who participated in this launch, and we believe that the registry will offer a convenient and efficient platform for us to file cases and resolve disputes within Kisumu County. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Grace, for your comments and your feedback. And at least you have half of the bread. The other one is going to be coming as we proceed. I would like to invite now the Deputy Speaker of the County Assembly of Kisumu, Madam Nerea Okombo, to come and speak brief remarks, and then we move to the other remarks. The Deputy Speaker.
Protocol demands that I invite
The area MP?
area MCA.
Area MCA.
Yeah, so the protocol demands that I invite the DP to speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Chief Justice, His Excellency, the Governor, and all protocols observed. I am Honorable Seth Uchinkang, a member of County Assembly representing this ward, that is Market Milimani Ward. Honorable Chief Justice, just allow me to address this gathering in this attire, because as a judicial officer, I am not allowed to address a gathering in this attire. I hope the permission is granted. Thank you, the permission is granted. The Honorable Chief Justice, mine is very brief, just to welcome you to Market Milimani Ward, where these tribunals will operate. And I hope, Your Excellency, the launch of the tribunal shared services in Kisumu will not another red herring. It will not be a wild goose. And finally, it will not be hot hair. It will serve the residents of Kisumu County and the entire jurisdiction. With those few remarks, Madam Chief Justice, it's now my pleasure to invite our Deputy Speaker, Madam Nerea Okombo. Asanteni sana. Dakupa mna yao. Eru kamano.
Your Excellency, riding on the protocol already observed, allow me welcome you to Kisumu County on behalf of the Speaker and on behalf of the Kisumu County Assembly at large. Actually, my boss, the governor, did not tell me I was going to say a word. I was asked by my boss this morning to accompany the Speaker, but as the legislative arm of this county, we welcome the launch of the shared services of the judiciary in Kisumu. And just as been shared by other speakers before me, we hope that this will reduce the workload for the judiciary and give services to our people more readily and efficiently. Otherwise, Your Highness, feel most welcome to Kisumu, and I'm glad to be part of this occasion. Thank you.
Bwana MCA, karibu sana pia, na tunashukuru that you've reminded us that we are in your ward. Allow me, Honorable Chief Justice, to invite the Area MP of Kisumu Central, Honorable Joshua Oron, to invite or to recognize the county leadership that is here. And because of time, we shall just have Mr. Oron make remarks on behalf of all the legislative arm. Thank you, Mr. Oron.
The Chief Justice of Kenya, Honorable Martha Koome, His Excellency the Governor for Kisumu County, the great county, allow me to ride on the existing protocols that have been laid here and go straight to just make a few remarks. My name is Joshua Oron, for those that we've not met. I'm the area member of parliament, so you are sitting within Kisumu Central constituency. I'm happy to join you here today as we mark a landmark visit by the judiciary. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome the Chief Justice of Kenya, Hon. Martha Koome, to Kisumu Central constituency in Kisumu County. This is the second time Madam Koome is visiting us as a county, and we welcome you with open arms because you are a true friend of the Kisumu people. Madam CJ, you and your team are here to preside over a very important activity which will make significant changes in the judicial system in Kisumu County, the alternative justice system at the city offices next to the fire station, and this particular service will go a long way in helping to resolve the many cases which have been clogging the judicial system, yet they can be resolved through alternative judicial system. If administered well, this system will help decongest the courts. It is an idea that should be replicated across the country so that Kenyans can get services closer to them. Madam Chief Justice, we also thank you for opening the city court that you will be opening shortly, which will help the county government of Kisumu to handle small cases involving the residents. The courts will also help the county government to deal with the non-compliance in revenue collection. The tribunal registration desk in Nyalenda will help people file complaints on various issues, including but not limited to rent disputes, environment, and HIV/AIDS, amongst other things. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy with your decision to open more courts in Kisumu County. The opening of Kombewa Law Courts tomorrow in Seme adds to the many courts you have opened in Kisumu. We have a court in Moroni, we have a court in Nyando, but we are also encouraging you to have another court in Nyakach to bring the services closer to the people. Thank you very much. Allow me, before I sit down, to invite my colleague, Honorable Ruth Adhiambo Dinga, to make a few remarks. Thank you.
To our Chief Justice, to the Governor, His Excellency, all protocols observed. As you know, my name is Ruth Adhiambo Dinga. I'm the County MP for Kisumu. This shared services, the tribunal shared services that we are having in Kisumu is really a very honorable thing that has come to us. For me, I'm very grateful that we are having this because, as you know, I represent women, youth, and people with disability. Really, services have been very wanting, especially for the women. You know, we have a lot of widows that have land issues, and normally how to tackle those land issues becomes a big problem, and we know very well that many of them cannot go to courts. The tribunals are very welcome. The only thing we would like to find out, if the tribunals can become more often, services can be offered, not every 3 months, but maybe monthly, so that they are able to have these disputes resolved, and especially make them actually be active in the sense that once they are resolved, can it be actualized? So meaning acting on them as they are. Secondly, Madam, having the courts is a very good thing. And I'm sure we're going to have courts all over. And it will be very good if Nyakach had a court and all the other courts are there. But Madam Chief Justice, importantly is that the services that we get, as we have gender-based violence around the whole of Kisumu, is really in the rise. Most of these women are not able to even access services in the police stations. When they go to the police stations, they're often told that they are not able to have even, they must go to cyber cafe, what you call the cyber system, to be able to register their complaints. The P3 forms are also online. You can tell me that a woman in Nyakach who has had gender-based violence will be able to assess these forms how and which cyber cafes are they supposed to. When they come in, they're supposed to pay 300 shillings. In most cases, these young girls who have been raped or something, they don't have the 300 shillings. So when we talk about justice, let's talk about the system. Let's even have our police be gender-based violence trained so that they can be able to be able to give the services correctly, even the prosecutors. So for me, I'm coming in a different angle. I'm not only talking about the tribunals that are here, but because I'll never have a chance probably in the near future to tell you some of the issues that affect my group, I am taking this chance to ask you that for the system to work, and as you've heard the other people talking, that mostly you'll offer us these services, but once they're resolved, I will be able to act on them. We would like that it goes further to be able to actualize, so that the people get the justice that they actually need. With that few remarks, I'd like to return the microphone to whoever, because it's not my role to actually invite the next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all the leadership that is here for your support, and we pledge that all the issues you have raised are going to be actioned on, and we are going to make access to justice a reality. With your permission, Honorable CJ, allow me to invite the County Commissioner, who is representing the Regional Commissioner, to make a few remarks, and thereafter I will invite the Honorable the Chief Registrar to take over. County Commissioner, karibu.
the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Justice Martha Koome, with the Chief Justice and the President of the Judiciary, our Governor, His Excellency Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, His Excellency the Deputy Governor, all our honorable judges present, all our honorable members of the National Assembly, and all the distinguished dignitaries, all protocols observed. My name is Benson Le Parmorijo, and I'm here as the County Commissioner Kisumu, and I'm here to represent my boss, the Regional Commissioner Nyanza, Madam Flora Moroa. So first and foremost, Honorable Chief Justice, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for having found time to visit us in Kisumu to launch this tribunal today. And I know you'll be doing another activity after this. And tomorrow you will also be in Kombewa to open the law courts. You are coming here today, Honorable Chief Justice. It's a sign of good gesture, sign of great honor and love. We know the commitment, the passion you have for your work, and we thank you. You've steered the judiciary very well and to greater heights. So we thank you, and we pray that Almighty gives you, oh God, continues to give you wisdom and power to continue serving our country. Number two, I want to give the apologies of my boss, Madam Flora Moroa, the Regional Commissioner, who really wanted to be with us today, but due to exigency of duty, she sent me to represent her. Launching of these tribunals here today will go a long way in enhancing administration of justice here in Kisumu, and I think in the whole of this region. I know it's you who oversees all the operations of the judiciary. You head the Supreme Court, and it's you who gives directions. And so far you have done a great job. So, Chief Justice, with those few remarks, I want to say thank you, and Almighty God bless you and the entire judiciary. Thank you very much, Asante.
Thank you very much, County Commissioner, for your support and for your remarks and for attending our event. Honorable Chief Justice, allow me to recognize the presence of Honorable Shakil Shabil, the Member of Parliament, Kisumu East. And before I invite the Honorable the CRJ, maybe Mr. Shakil can say a word to the congregation. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa. Honorable Chief Registrar. Next.
Thank you. Madam CJ, Excellency Governor, all protocol observed. I was trained to be on time. Where we come from, all my training is to be on time. But my training did not allow me to allow for something else. I have just shared with the governor and with you. I had to go to hospital for something urgent, and it took a little more longer than I had to. As I'm standing with you right now, I'm even having the after effects of that particular thing. Madam CJ, it is an honor to meet you and an honor to be with you here. I think my colleagues have spoken the best they can. We wish to work as the legislative and the representative of the people with the judiciary. Madam CJ, as you know, perhaps your people might have told you, we are planning a special magistrates court in Chiga. In Kisumu East, we don't have a magistrates court. And the only one that used to be, I think the governor may remember, even when I was very young, was in Gita. And so we're looking forward to that, and we're all looking forward to working with you to bring justice to the people and bring them access to the judicial services. With those few remarks, Madam CJ, I humbly ask your, I beg you to allow, to forgive me for being late. it really, madam, this was one of my highest priorities. But they say health is important than nothing else. So please, I beg you, and those who have been, I beg you I beg you that I was late. I amend my apologies. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't want to speak anymore. Thank you, madam.
Allow me now to hand over the program to the Deputy Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, representing the Chief Registrar and our Judiciary spokesperson, to take it from there. Honorable Mr. Paul Ndemo. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Honorable Asuga, the Registrar of Tribunals, the Honorable Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya and the President of the Supreme Court, Your Excellency Governor Peter Nyang'-Nyong'o. Allow me to ride on the protocols that have already been established in the interest of time. We are gathered once again to celebrate another instance of the judiciary and county government collaboration. And today's launch is also a celebration of one of our remarkable innovations. That is the concept of shared leadership as spearheaded by the tribunals. All 26 tribunals now have a presence here in Kisumu through this single gateway. And tribunals are particularly key in facilitating access to justice owing to their specialized jurisdictions. And let me just add here, the Honorable Member of Parliament did raise an issue about sexual and gender-based violence. I'd like to say that Kisumu is actually one of the very fortunate counties that has a fully fledged SGBV court. So there is an SGBV court right here in Kisumu. Our tribunals are increasingly becoming avenues for expeditious delivery of justice thanks to innovative strategies such as this. And the resulting efficiency has yielded a case clearance rate of 102% across all tribunals as at March 2025. And from the feedback, thank you, from the feedback that was received during the Judiciary Dialogue Day that we held in January across the country, we noted the impressive level of public awareness of tribunal services. But we will continue to have more sensitization. I think it became clear also from the remarks here that it is important that this is expanded. The next frontier that we continue working towards is to make the tribunals truly the semi-formal fora that they are meant to be, so that they are able to accommodate the mostly poor, unrepresented, and uninformed clients. Indeed, the best measure of the impact of our services is how best we serve our vulnerable and disadvantaged customers. As we continue to decentralize the shared services, at least to all the regions of this country, we project a notable increase in the number of cases filed. For instance, since the establishment of this shared services center 3 weeks ago, we have over 250 clients that have actually been attended to and over 70 cases filed across all tribunals in just 3 weeks. I thought that, yes, thank you. So this is a great trajectory. However, it presents us with the funding challenges associated with such growth, and we continue to advocate for increased institutional funding, and we are keen to ensure that there's commensurate growth in funding for tribunals to meet the demand that we are sure will keep growing. The shared services delivery model that has been deployed by tribunals has been made possible by our heavy investment in ICT, and the model basically relies on remote filing of pleadings through our electronic filing system, the electronic records management, and virtual court sittings. Tribunal members do not have to carry with them bulky files during circuits, neither do they need courtrooms except in special circumstances. And this is the model of service delivery that we aspire to replicate in all courts in compliance with the leadership's directive on paperless judicial and administrative operations. And today, as we open the doors to this Kisumu shared space, we do so with a very deep sense of pride and responsibility. We are inspired by the social transformation through access to justice blueprint of having a multi-door approach to justice. And this focuses on widening and expanding access to justice through the opening of different and multiple pathways. And so this is yet another single access gateway to justice for all the 26 tribunals. As I close, let me in a very special way thank the Honorable Chief Justice for your strategic leadership and for finding time to officially open this very critical amenity. We are also grateful to Your Excellency, the Governor, for graciously accepting to celebrate this milestone with us. The Judicial Service Commission continues to be our guide and reference for progressive policy directions, and we are grateful to the Honorable Commissioners for attending to witness the actualization of this. To the Lake Victoria South Water Works Development Agency, we are grateful for your collaboration and for hosting our tribunals. We are confident that this will mark the beginning of cooperation that will expand to other areas as well. A lot of work has been put in by the Office of the Registrar of Tribunals under the very able leadership of the Registrar, Honorable Anne Asuga, to set up this center and to ensure the success of this day. I am certain that this center is going to positively impact service delivery to the benefit of the great people of Kisumu and by extension, the Nyanza region and the country at large. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all. At this juncture, it's my pleasure to welcome the Honorable Presiding Judge of the court in Kisumu, the Honorable Judge Alfred Mabea, to make his remarks and take over the program from here. Welcome, Honorable Judge.
Thank you. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya and the President of the Supreme Court, Honorable Justice Martha Koome, and Your Excellency, the Governor of Kisumu County, Professor Peter Nyang'-Nyong'o, allow me to write on the protocols that were ably laid here earlier on by the Registrar of Tribunals. Your Ladyship, we do thank you so much for having accepted and to come to Kisumu to launch these shared services for the tribunals, because by doing so, what you have done, you have now again laid down another layer for access to justice. With this launch, Your Ladyship, now in Kisumu, we can say now only Nairobi beats us as far as access to justice is concerned, because they have the Supreme Court. We have the tribunals, we have the small courts, we have the CM, we have the High Court and the other two courts, ELRC and ELC, as well as the Court of Appeal. We therefore thank you so much, Your Ladyship, for this height that we have had. We do welcome you here, but before I make my other two remarks, I recognize the judges of Kisumu who are here present. Please stand up. My lady, we are only two. They are Justice Okongo and Justice Omido. Please acknowledge them, please. The other judges, as well as the judges of the Court of Appeal, Your Ladyship, are still doing what you insist, the core business. They are still dealing with the course list. They will join us later on. Your Ladyship, let me point out that we are having a very good working relationship as far as matters of administration of justice is concerned. Us, together with the rest of the stakeholders, the LSK, the county government of Kisumu, and it's from that good working relationship, my lady, that this afternoon you'll be able to extend again another door for justice by opening. They have agreed to give us a space for AJS suits as well as a city court, and that is also now again the second county to have a city court like Nairobi. We therefore thank you, Professor Nyang'-Nyong'o, for that feat. I also would like to inform your leadership that unlike other areas where in the CUCs, the county governments ordinarily do not send representatives, in Kisumu, we always have the attendance of the county attorney. So he understands the issues, the legal issues that we raise, and is able to take them to the county government for purposes of effecting, following what the NCAJ ordered in March, the inclusion of the county governments in our CUCs. The other observation, my lady, I will make, two speakers have talked about, is the issue of the representative of the chairman of CUC, tribunal CUCs. The biggest handicap we have is sensitization of the work of the tribunals. Many other times we have had the command of the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal that the doctrine of exhaustion is here to stay with us. In most cases, my lady, the statutes require that the tribunals be the first point of call. And many other times that litigants find themselves in our doorsteps, and we have no otherwise but to close the door of justice to them, telling them sometimes to go back to the tribunals. Therefore, I ask you, for and on behalf of the CUCs, if the NCAJ may increase the capital or the finances more so to the tribunals for purposes of reaching out and sensitization, so that we can have this one branch work in a working order. Finally, your leadership, it has been mentioned here. I would say that on matters of justice, we are very busy as a county. We have 5 courts. We have Nyando, we have Maseno, we have Kisumu, we have Tamu and Maseno, but I think we still need 2 areas. I know that you have come here also purposely to ensure that we in Seme we should be having a court, but one which is begging is Nyakach. Nyakach is on your way to Oyugis. Instead of people having to come all the way from Oyugis to Nyando, which is quite far, if your leadership, we will urge that you seek to have it operationalized so that we can be able to reach our people. With those few remarks, your leadership, we welcome you once again here. Permit me to welcome my PJ, the principal judge of the High Court of Kenya, the Honorable Justice Ogola, to make his remarks. Thank you.
Good morning. The Honorable Lady Justice Martha Koome, the Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Your Excellency Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, allow me to ride on the protocols that have been established and to say that I am very happy to be here to witness history happening in the Lake region. Before I proceed in my comments, I want to give the apologies of the Principal Judge of Environment and Land Court, Justice Angote, who was not able to make it because of some other engagement. With us also is the Principal Judge of Employment and Labor Relations Court, Justice Byron Ongaya. Judge, I invite you to come and just greet this esteemed gathering.
My Lady Chief Justice, Your Excellency the Governor, the Honorable Judges, our stakeholders observing all the protocols, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On such an occasion, may I, my lady, convey my gratitude and congratulatory message for this great milestone of bringing the services closer to the people within the principles of Article 6 of our Constitution.
I say congratulations and thank you.
It is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand here in the vibrant city of Kisumu to make a milestone in the judiciary's journey of transformation. That is the official launch of the Tribunals Shared Services Registry. This occasion is not just about unveiling a building or an office space. It is about reaffirming our collective commitment to justice that is accessible, efficient, inclusive, and people-centered. It is about giving life to the vision we hold dearly in the judiciary, and that is social transformation through access to justice, which we normally call the STARJ. As you may know, tribunals are a critical component of our justice system. They offer flexible, timely, and cost-effective mechanisms for resolving disputes in specialized areas such as land, business regulation, and consumer protection. However, for far too long, tribunal services have remained centralized in Nairobi, a reality that has limited access for many Kenyans across the regions. Today, we take a bold step in correcting that imbalance. The Tribunals Shared Services Registry here in Kisumu is the first of its kind outside Nairobi, as has been observed. It is a testament to our unwavering commitment to a multi-door approach to justice, where justice is not a privilege of proximity, but a right for all, regardless of geography. This facility will house shared courtrooms, registries, chambers, digital hubs, and archives. It will support circuit sittings and allow users to access multiple tribunal services under one roof, efficiently and with dignity. Through smart integration of administrative functions and technology, we are building a modern justice infrastructure that is lean, responsive, and more attuned to the needs of our people today. Importantly, as tribunals continue to serve the public at the primary level of dispute resolution, we in the High Court are equally committed to ensuring that justice does not stall at the point of appeal. To this end, we are enhancing our internal processes to ensure that appeals arising from tribunals are handled expeditiously, fairly, and with seriousness that they deserve. A significant step in this direction is the operationalization of the Civil Appeals Division of the High Court, which was recently established by the Honorable the Chief Justice and which is headed by Commissioner Mrima, who is with us here. It will go a long way in streamlining appellate work, promoting consistency in decision making, and reducing delays. Timely resolution of appeals is not just a matter of efficiency, it is a matter of justice, and we remain firmly dedicated to upholding that principle. But this is not just a judiciary effort. It is a collective achievement made possible by the support of government agencies, development partners, judicial officers, staff, and above all, the citizens who continue to inspire our everyday work. Let me take this opportunity to thank the judiciary leadership, the Tribunal Secretariat led by the Registrar Tribunals, Honorable Anne Asuga, the Judiciary ICT team, and our partners in Kisumu County for their unwavering support in making this vision a reality. You have demonstrated that with collaboration, innovation, and purpose, we can overcome any barrier. To the people of Kisumu and the wider Lake region, this facility belongs to you. Use it. Engage with it. Let it be a tool not only for justice, but for trust, dialogue, and social healing. In closing, let me remind us that justice is not a destination, but a continuous journey. Every registry opened, every delay reduced, every case fairly resolved brings us to closer to the Kenya that we aspire to build. A Kenya where justice is not a distant marriage, but accessible and real. May God bless you.
Another round of applause to the PJ High Court. Thank you so much, Justice Ogora. My lady Chief Justice, next was to be Honorable Justice Makandi of the Court of Appeal, but the Court of Appeal is still in session. I therefore welcome, please let us welcome the judge, the Supreme Court Judge, Honorable Justice William Oko, for his remarks.
Lady, the Honorable, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya and the President of the Supreme Court, Your Excellency Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, the Governor of Kisumu County, distinguished colleagues, friends, and invited guests, I am indeed very delighted and honored to be part of this historic launch of these shared services of the tribunals. My lady, my presence here has caused some confusion. I've been asked, why are you the only Supreme Court judge in this gathering? Somebody suggested that is it because you are a son of the soil? And I responded that I don't even belong to Professor Anyang' Nyong'o's county. My governor is James Orengo. Then I was also asked, is it because there are more than 6 commissioners from JSC accompanying the Honorable the CJ, who chairs the commission, and you all know the friendly fire we have in the courts. And I was asked whether I was here to provide security. I said I'm not even the strongest among the judges of the Supreme Court. And so many questions have been asked about my being here, but I want to confirm that one of the 5 principles of STARGE, our blueprint, is shared leadership that has been mentioned here more than once. Through shared leadership, the Honorable the Chief Justice is able to share some of her responsibilities and duties and functions of that office to some judges, depending on their experience and backgrounds. And so I'm here in my capacity as the chairman of the Building and Infrastructure Committee of the Judiciary that deals with all the buildings and the infrastructure in the judiciary, and that is the capacity in which I am here. My lady and Your Excellency, the launch of this shared services for tribunals is yet another very important means of accessing justice. In my view, the 2 very, very critical challenges that we have as a judiciary in Kenya, number 1 is delay and backlog. Where is justice when you file your case in 2025 to be heard in 2030? Where is justice when you are heard today and your judgment is not ready until after 3 years? Those are some of the biggest challenges we have. And so the launching of these shared services for the tribunals, just like we have the small claims courts, just like we have the AJS, the Alternative Justice System, will help us reduce the delays and the backlog in the mainstream judiciary. The second challenge, and I'm so pleased today that the conversation began thanks to Lady Justice Sichale, who drew the first blood today, that we do not talk about corruption a lot in the judiciary. We talk in hushed voices. But today, Lady Justice Ichali came out very, very strongly, and the Honorable the Chief Justice picked from there. That time has come for us to talk about this, whether perceived or real. Do we have corrupt practices in the courts? What is the point of hearing a case within 2 days or even the same day when parties leave your court still grumbling that justice has been bought? And so, my lady, we have to keep talking about this and to talk about it very, very frankly. And so I want to congratulate you, my lady, again for your leadership and for your foresight of the achievements that we are seeing in the judiciary, which will make us be very efficient, which will make us be an example to be copied in the region and even in the continent. With those few remarks, congratulations once again, my lady. Thank you.
Another round of applause for the Supreme Court Judge and the Chairperson of the Building Infrastructure and Development Committee. Thank you, Justice Ouko. Together with us here today is a powerful team of the policy makers, the drivers of the judiciary, those who foresee everything that happens in the judiciary. And therefore, please let us welcome to the podium the Honorable Commissioner Jacqueline Ingutia for her remarks. Karibu, Commissioner.
To the Honorable Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court, Your Excellency, Governor Kisumu County, good afternoon to you all. Allow me to adopt the protocol as was read out. And before I read my speech, allow me to recognize the presence of commissioners present here today. I'll start with Commissioner Olwande in order of seniority. I always feel nice when I'm considered senior to Judge Ibrahim. Commissioner Olwande, kindly wave. And then we have Commissioner Nzilani, Commissioner Kisotu, Charity Kisotu. Then we have Commissioner Judge Sichale. Then we have Commissioner Omwanza Umbati. And then we also have with us Commissioner Mrima, Judge Mrima, the last born. I am a daughter of this county, from Kisumu Central, and I'm happy that we have had a moment to come and celebrate with us and for the judiciary to launch this great service. At the Judicial Service Commission, we are proud to be in Kisumu today, a city that continues to embody the resilience and reform spirit of our nation. Today's occasion marks more than the launch of Tribunals Shared Services Registries. It's a moment of powerful affirmation that when institutions collaborate with shared purpose, the results are tangible, transformative, even the effects can be felt at the grassroots level. The tribunal system in Kenya has come a long way. Historically, these quasi-judicial bodies operated under various executive agencies while they were established to provide specialized services. They were hindered by underfunding, irregular appointments, and fragmented administration. However, the 2010 Constitution ushered in a new dawn. It reaffirmed the centrality of justice in governance and placed the tribunals under the authority of the judiciary. This shift has brought with it the promise of independence, impartiality, and professionalism. It has also entrusted the Judicial Service Commission with the responsibility of ensuring that justice is not only delivered, but delivered effectively and efficiently. A major turning point came when the Commission's resolution of 11th April 2017 mandated the Office of the Registrar to coordinate the transition of tribunals within the judiciary. The JSC has supported the development of policy frameworks, facilitated the recruitment of tribunal members, conducted audit and governance reviews, and undertaken risk management to ensure that the tribunals operate efficiently. We have provided a comprehensive clustering model that classifies workload and service models, ensuring appropriate tenure, staffing, and infrastructure. This is not merely a policy document, but it's a blueprint for operational clarity. We have also mainstreamed court annex mediation and AJS systems in tribunal services to promote faster, amicable, and less adversarial resolution of disputes. The Commission has faithfully executed its mandate. Over the past years, we have appointed over 30 members across various tribunals. Recently, we concluded the appointments of Legal Appeals Tribunal, the Cooperative Tribunal, the Cooperative Tribunal, and Micro and Small Enterprises Tribunal. The Commission is currently in the process of recruiting members of the Tax Appeals Tribunal, Water Tribunal, and Sports Tribunal. These efforts ensure that tribunals do not stall during leadership transitions. In addition, we have established clear deployment guidelines for judicial officers, posting deputy registrars and assistant deputy registrars to provide support to the tribunal. These critical reforms significantly improve case turnaround times and equality of decisions. The launch of these shared services in Kisumu is about decentralizing efficiency, ensuring that citizens in every region can access justice equitably. We are already seeing positive impact. The Tax Appeals Tribunal, for example, received an increased budgetary allocation from National Treasury the other day after Commission's advocacy. And in the same spirit, we have also reviewed the sitting allowance for tribunal members to ensure that they have better remuneration. While we remain mindful of the work ahead, we are still engaging the National Assembly to ensure that the Tribunals Bill is enacted into law. The Commission is also aware of the dual roles of tribunals in the administration of justice and promoting efficiency. First, the quasi-judicial powers granted to the tribunals require them to resolve disputes independently, promptly, without procedural technicalities, and unlike traditional court, depending on the nature of courts, tribunals have adversarial, regulatory, inquisitorial, or mediative function, or the mixture of four. Secondly, tribunals are required to support line ministries to promote public administration. Through their decisions and engagements, tribunals can help agencies rectify systems and procedures to promote efficiency for the benefit of the public. We also take note of the fact that out of the 24 tribunals under the judiciary, several law firms have been mapped, with the Business Premises Tribunal, Rent Restriction Tribunal, and Cooperative Tribunal taking a lead in the number of law firms mapped. However, there is very little number of lawyers who've been mapped in the Public-Private Partnership Petition Tribunal, National Examination Tribunal, Standards Tribunal. We urge advocates to expand their areas of practice within the tribunals. We commend the Office of the Registrar Tribunals, the tribunal leadership, and all stakeholders for continued support and ensuring that this vision is realized. The Judicial Service Commission is steadfast in its commitment to an effective and accessible tribunal for all Kenyans. So let us work together, continue ensuring that our systems are accountable and truly people-centered. So for the guests in Kisumu, sorry, it's a bit hot, I'm sweating. For the guests in Kisumu, please don't leave before you enjoy Ngege at the shores of Lake Victoria as you enjoy the beautiful sunset, the best sunset in the world. For those who don't know the directions, please use Google Map. The senior members, President Okero Emeritus is here, and for the young members, our chairperson of the Kisumu chapter will lead you the way. You can also enjoy your morning runs or walk at our beautiful Kisumu Impala Park. God bless you and thank you.
Let us clap for her Commissioner Ingutia for her remarks. Permit me, Your Ladyship, I said that we have a very good working relationship with the stakeholders. Permit me, before I call the Deputy Governor, if I may recognize the CUC members present. Please stand up so that we can recognize you. Yes, those who are present, please. Let us clap for them. Asanteni sana. You see, we go all the way up to AJS. They are our members. Let us now welcome to the podium the Deputy Governor of the County of Kisumu, Dr. Matthew Owili, to make his remarks and invite the Honorable His Excellency, the County Governor. Clap for him, please, as he comes.
Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So, our chief guest for this very key day in the county of Kisumu, the Honorable Chief Justice, the Governor of the county of Kisumu, and I want to also request that I ride on the protocol already set. I join His Excellency and the team in Kisumu to welcome you together with your team to the city one more time. And I know that the governor is accompanied here by senior members of the county cabinet. I will take a minute to introduce them. So please be upstanding. Okay, we have the Honorable Farida Salim, who is in charge of trade. Please wave. We have the Honorable John Awiti in charge of education. Please wave. We have the Honorable Judy Oloch in charge of environment. Please wave. And we have the county attorney, the Honorable Aluoka, Wakili Aluoka, karibu sana. Madam Chief Justice, we take note of the reforms in the judiciary, not just within our region, but all over. We also take note of your personal initiatives, especially within the county of Kisumu. On 16th June 2023, you are personally here to launch the e-filing system and the small claims court, including the SGBV court. You in person, and so we thank you. That very year, in October 2023, we hosted the Judicial Service Commission led by Lady Justice Evelyn Oluwande. She is here, and we do not take that for granted. On the 12th of July 2024, the Honorable Justice Mokin Wanjala was here, again on your behalf, to launch the alternative justice system in Kisumu. Again, we do not take that for granted. Now today you are here, of course, to launch the Tribunal Shared Services, to launch our city court, and tomorrow you will be in Seme to launch the court that is there. We know that this is not the last time we are seeing you. We are open as a county, open door policy. We stop everything the moment you arrive at the international airport in Kisumu. So please feel welcome one more time and many other days to come. I join my colleagues in calling for, a court. If you look at the architecture of our county, we have some two far-flung areas, Nyakach, where I was born, and Muhoroni. We need to ensure that the services are closer to them. And I know that I've been consulted, we've consulted the Member of Parliament. I think the land that you're looking for in Nyakach must be there. If you have the resources, you can actually break the ground tomorrow before you leave. But having said that, our constitution recognizes two levels of government, county and of course national. the governor keeps reminding us that those two levels of government are separate but are interdependent. And we want to let you know from the county of Kisumu that you are the judiciary that you lead have demonstrated that it is possible to have interdependence between the national government and the county governments if the things that you've been able to do together with the county is anything to go by. Kwa hivyo, we welcome you one more time. And I join my sister there, who was born here and is a member of the JSC, in asking you to not leave Kisumu really without eating fish, we call it ngege, without seeing the sunset, and without taking a walk, if you don't want to run, at the Impala Park. Now it's now my singular honor and duty to welcome our vision bearer, the governor of the county of Kisumu, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, who was your comrade from a long time ago, to now come and address this very esteemed gathering. Karibu sana.
I don't know why this is being done, but and just to correct my deputy governor, I'm still her comrade. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Honorable Justice Martha Koome, the County Commissioner of Parmarijo, Honorable Presiding Judges of the various courts, my Deputy Governor who just spoken, members of the Cabinet, members of the Assembly, distinguished judicial officers and staff, ladies and gentlemen. I will be very brief because my purpose here is really to welcome the Chief Justice to speak to us in what I call a new dawn of justice in Kisumu and celebrating milestone in judicial service delivery. I think this is a real milestone in the delivery of judicial justice in this county and in the region. It's a new dawn for justice in Kisumu because we are celebrating the official opening of the Office of Shared Tribunal Services. It is no doubt the first of its kind in this region. And we hope that as it sets a milestone for the new dawn of justice, more will follow. Like Oliver Twist, I always ask for more. We are gathered not just to cut ribbons or unveil plaques, but to celebrate a momentous step forward in our collective journey towards a more just, accessible, and people-centered judicial system for every resident of Kisumu County. On behalf of the county government and the people of Kisumu, I extend our warmest and most profound gratitude to the judiciary of Kenya and the dynamic and visionary leadership of our ladyship, the Chief Justice, Madam Chief Justice. Welcome here today for this wonderful occasion. I join my colleagues who have spoken in the leadership of Kisumu County, the members of parliament who are here, members of the County Assembly, who have commended the Chief Justice for this occasion. Madam Chief Justice, your unwavering commitment to the principles of the social transformation through access to justice blueprint is evident in milestones like this one. Your presence here signifies the deep partnership between our arms of government and a shared dedication to serving the Kenyan people. We welcome you and your esteemed delegation to Kisumu County, not just with open arms, but with open hearts. This grand opening is a testament to what we can achieve through collaboration, dedication, and a shared vision. I must also acknowledge all stakeholders: the Judicial Service Commission, judicial officers, my government officers, and of course, other arms of the national government, not forgetting the ever-vigilant public who have contributed their expertise, resources, and unwavering support to bring these outstanding facilities to life. Let these establishments be beacons of hope, fairness, and unwavering justice for all. Let them contribute to a more peaceful, harmonious, and prosperous Kisumu County, where every voice can be heard, every right can be protected, and every dispute can find a just resolution. And I assure you, all the requests that have been made with regard to making this new institution successful, with regard to what we can do as a county, we shall do. Thank you, and may God bless Kisumu County, may God bless the judiciary, may God bless the Republic of Kenya. It is now my distinguished and singular pleasure and honor to invite, and now another commotion starts. You see what power does when it gets to the heads of the people. Okay, let the commotion start quickly. It is now my singular honor to invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, to address us. Welcome, Madam Chief Justice.
Allow me, Your Excellency, Honorable Chief Justice, to invite a short video to help us sit through the commotion. Just a minute as our interlude, as the Chief Justice then proceeds to make her address.
Shares that struck just the way you you like the men go and the case and that your previous certificate that they elected as an example as broke with invest in illustrate advice for what we have buying the period of it start these supplicants and to be a guest or just needs that the will be out where and that gets spelled the word comes with.
Thank you very much. We will fix that as well. Your Excellency, allow me. Your Ladyship, karibu. Asante.
Thank you very much. Please, may we be seated.
My name is Anna Suga. I'm the registrar in charge of tribunals in Kenya.
Your Excellency,
the story of
the
tribunals
Governor
administration
of Kisumu,
has
my
evolved
very,
over
very good
time.
friend,
Since the native
Professor
tribunals in
Anyang
the 1950s,
Nyong'o.
until the architecture
We've
and the
been
current
advised to adopt the protocols, so I will say, I fear all of you. I respect all of you. Thank you very much for honoring us with your presence to come and celebrate with us the launch of the shared tribunal services. Thank you all the speakers for the wonderful speeches. The Honorable Member of Parliament, the MCA of this ward, this is Rio. As you have heard, 250 people have been through that place since it was opened 3 weeks ago. We have registered 73 cases. So the shared tribunal services is Leo. It's a new place for us to access justice. And tomorrow we'll proceed to Kombewa in Seme to open a court. This afternoon, we are opening the AJS suite and the city court to deal with the county issues of Kisumu. So we are here to sambasa justice in Kisumu and in this region for you. Thank you, Your Excellency, for a wonderful speech. I was wondering whether I have anything to say, but to say I adopted that wonderful speech by His Excellency the Governor and just sit down. But we honor you in so many ways for your resilience, for your commitment, for your dedication, and for the work you have done in Kisumu to set very high standards and to show Kenyans devolution can work. Because if anyone has a doubt that devolution can work, we always invite them to come to Kisumu and see devolution at work. And that gives us encouragement and gives us hope that we have to nurture this constitutional imperative of supporting devolution as stated in our constitution. Thank you for setting that bar high, Your Excellency and your entire leadership of Kisumu County. So thank you all of you who have supported us, the stakeholders. Were it not for you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you, the leadership of the tribunals, led by the registrar, the chairpersons, and the members of the tribunals. It's because of your hard work and your commitment to ensure that justice is accessible to our people, not only in Nairobi, but everywhere, that we are here today to launch this second shared tribunal services. So we thank you. I thank the Judicial Service Commission, my colleagues in the judiciary. I thank all of you for the support you have given us so that we can be where we are today. Judiciary has a lot of untold stories.